in this little silly video, we're going to be making up some test probes for my little Atlas ESR 70 gold little ESR capacity meter. And since this is the latest and greatest of the Atlases, it has the option of taking off these little crack clips, and it has 2mm banana jacks. So normally you can buy them separately, but why buy them when you can make them more than likely for cheaper? So that's what we're going to do. So I need to get myself a set of female banana jacks for this. So we have that here. This is the 2mm male and female, so you get 10 pairs. You know, it's a little hard to find just single females that you need. So we got that kind. So we'll get a couple of females out here. So there's one there, and one there, and then the rest of this stuff I can put back in a bag for future use for something. And then also from the jungle site, I got myself these very nice digital multimeter test sleeves, and these are the needle kind. So if you have to, you can literally pierce wires or pierce through conformal coating and stuff like that. Comes with a pair of clip-on things for the ends of the probes. So we won't be using them because we got these. So these guys, they come with a protective cap because they are very pointy. To the point where these are about mid-grade, I would say. These are a little bit finer than your stock probes that you would normally get, but not as sharp as most. Because I do have sharper than these, where they're almost too fragile. But if you need something that's sharp, it comes in handy. And then you got your standard plugs for your meter. But we won't be using that. We'll be chopping them off. So we're going to snip these off. And I don't need them for anything, so I'll just discard them. And then we got our little fine wire. That's more insulation than wire. And then our little banana jacks. See how much depth we actually have. Not much. So it's only about 5mm of wire you only need to stick in there. So not a lot. I cut way too much. That's fine. Actually, I'll cut it after I tin them. bring in, whoop, a little closer. And then we'll just tin these wires. And then we can custom cut them. It'll be fine. Cut the black one the same length. We can take our little banana plugs here. Get them ready. And we're gonna fill that up with some solder. Like that. Now we'll just take a wire. First one done. We'll put a little piece of heat shrink around them. I'll put this wire in. Takes care of that. Now I'll find some heat shrink. And this stuff's tiny. It's a little too small. Let's kind of pressure in, so we'll get two pieces out here. So with these guys, since they go in, we can cover as much as we want. And we'll go up the wire, so it provides a little bit of stress relief. Keep them from shorting out from anything. So now with this meter, it doesn't really matter about polarity, so it doesn't really matter which lead goes where. If you wanted to, if you had two black probes laying around, you could use them. But in this case, it doesn't really matter as long as they're there. And now we can get a little test to see if it works. So we got a couple of surface mount on here, so we can turn this on. And now we can get in here a little bit easier. Test our capacitor. So this capacitor is 100 microfarads at 50 volts. And this one's testing it at 173. And then we got a 220 at 35. If it doesn't want to test, just turn it around. This one's 225, so it's a little high, a little bit higher capacitance, but that's fine. So let's see if it'll test that little surface mount down there. So that's a 243 picofarad. That's nice. How about this little guy over here? $173 picofarad. Nice. See, I couldn't do that the last time when I demonstrated this with the crock clips because they're too big. You just can't get these little crock clips on that little tiny surface mount. So a little upgrade for the Peak beats buying them, that's for sure. Because, you know, when you buy accessories from a certain company, they usually ding you with, yeah, they need that, so they'll buy it. No, you don't. Just make your own. So, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.